सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अस्माकम् अद्यतनविषयः अस्ति विंशति इति अभ्यास 22 पेज 44। कर शब्दानि शरीरं शरीर बॉडी, मुखं मुख फेस, विमानं विमान एयरप्लेन, धूम्रयानं रेलगाड़ी ट्रेन। ख धातु धातवः कृ करना टू डू, अपि च अनुकृ अनुकरण करना कॉपी फॉलो, अधिकृ अधिकार करना ऑक्यूपाई टू टेक एटसेट्रा। अपकृ बुराई करना टू स्पीक बैडली टू डू बैडली ऑफ समबडी। अलंकृ सजाना डेकोरेट। आविष्कृ आविष्कार करना इन्वेंट। उपकृ उपकार करना टू डू अ फेवर। तिरस्कृ अपमान करना ह्यूमिलिएट और डिसरेस्पेक्ट। नमस्कृ नमस्कार करना। संस्कृ शुद्ध करना प्योरीफाई। स्वीकृ स्वीकार करना एक्सेप्ट। प्रतिकृ प्रतिकार करना रिएक्ट। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अस्माकम् अद्यतनविषयः अस्ति विंशति इति अभ्यास। One paksha, like this, some people we say rukara, and then some people say rukara. This came in one of Swami's classes recently, where someone from Kerala or somebody was saying ru for one sutra. There is a sutra with rukara, they're saying ru, and then there was a North Indian in class and saying no ru. It's like this, yes, something like that. So both generally are used, but avishkre, anukre, adikre, in this way when we say, when there is actually like something like krudhyati, then you can differentiate between them. So then if it is krudhyati, then ka, that ra, and then that is ik plus ra plus ukara, that will be krudhyati. It's different ways of saying. Kru karna, to do, and then they have given different additions to the kru dhatu. Anukru anukaran karna, to copy or follow, etc. Adhikru adhikar karna, to occupy, to take. Apakru karna, apakru burai karna, to speak badly, to do badly by somebody. Alankru decorate. Avishkru avishkar karna, invent. Upakru upkar karna, to favor, to do some favor. Tiraskru apman karna, disrespect. Namaskru namaskar. Samskru to purify, shuddh karna. Swikru accept. Pratikru react, pratikar karna. Pratikaroti itivat, he reacts, saha pratikaroti. Astu. Dha विशेषण शब्दानि आभाजी कृपया पठतु.
पञ्चन् षट् सप्तन् अष्टन् नवन् दशन्.
पञ्चन् शश् not षट् शश्
शश् करेक्ट शश् पञ्चन् शश्.
अपि च अग्रे
प्रथमः पहला द्वितीयः दूसरा तृतीयः. So sometimes it is some people I hear saying three as well, like Rishi and Rishi. Then there is another, but I am with the Kerala person. I think I usually say Tritiya.
Yes. No, the Tritiya is okay. They will say Trutiya, like Rukara, or sometimes they say Ri, like Rukara, like Rishabhavahana. They will say Rishabhavahana. So that also is another.
It comes more in pravritti and pravritti.
Yes, correct. Pravritti and pravritti. Yes, right.
तृतीयः तीसरा, चतुर्थः चौथा, पंचमः पांचवा, षष्ठः छठा, सप्तमः सातवां, अष्टमः आठवां, नवमः नवां, दशमः दसवां.
Samichinam.
When it comes her, then it becomes 10, first, second.
Yes. The only difference, many have, like after Panchama, everything has ma. Panchama, Saptama, Ashtama, Navama, Dashama. Parantu Makara nasti in Shashtaha. That is why it will be Dvitiya Adhyaye Shashta Brahmana or Prathama Adhyaye Shashta Brahmana, Shashtama. Not Shashtama Shloka or Shashtama Abhyasa, Shashta Abhyasa, Shashta Shloka. Parantu Panchama Abhyasa, Saptama Abhyasa. Vyakaran Panchante Dashan Kru Adadigana Utvasandi. Acha. So today there is a new Gana. Dhatu Gana, second Gana is here, group of Dhatus. Bhadi Gana Samaptam Asti. Katham.
Oh no, I say.
Bhadi Gana is over. Now we start a new Gana. It won't be very difficult. And actually I think it will only be for one Abhyasa. I think from next Abhyasa there will be a different Gana. Yeah, next Abhyasa is already Juhote Adi Gana. So not too much to do. Panchanti Darshan Shabda Pure Roop Bahuvachan mein Smaran karo. So this is page number 130.
136.
Sundarji कृपया पठतु भवानेव 136.
So पंच षट् सप्त अष्ट अष्टौ. You want to go up to dasha or should we do each one?
Each one is better. So pancha, pancha, panchabi, panchabhya, panchabhya, panchanam, panchasu. You can take turns. Pancha.
Shat, shatbihi, shatbyah, shatbyah, shannam, shatsu.
Shannam, satyam. Shannam.
Shatsu. And sapta, saptabihi, saptabhyah, saptabhyah, saptanam, saptasu.
Sapta, sapta. Saptabihi, saptabhyah, saptabhyah, saptanam, saptasu. Right?
Saptasu. Are you not hearing me properly?
I think I missed the beginning. But I can hear everything else. I think I missed like 1 second when you said sapta.
I'm trying the earphones. I hope it's working.
No, it is clear. Prathama, Dvitiya, both sapta. Apicha ashta.
Ashta, ashta, ashtabihi, ashtabhyah, ashtabhyah, ashtanam, ashtasu.
Parantu, there is a second prayoga also.
It doesn't say what it is for.
Both are used in that sense. Ashtau, ashtau, ashtau.
Ashtau, ashtau, ashtabihi, ashtabhyah, ashtabhyah, ashtanam, ashtasu.
Navan.
Nava, nava, navabihi, navabhyah, navabhyah, navanam, navasu. Dasha, dasha, dashabihi, dashabhyah, dashabhyah, dashanam, dashasu.
बहु धन्यवादः. सत्यं सर्वं समीचीनं सन्ति. Now everything is similar. Shad, shadbhi, shadnam, satsu. Same way, dasha, dashabhi, dashabhya, dashanam, dashasu. Sarve samanam santi. Pancha, shad, sapta.
Akashi, one question.
Hanji.
I was trying, when I was looking at this,
Haan.
how does shat change to shad? It didn't go with any of the sandhis that we had studied where
Why? It does. Jhalam, jash, jashi.
I was trying to apply it, but third. So therefore it is the third word.
Yes.
So it will be like shat, and then the word after that, there is no word after that in this.
Yes.
It's it.
Yes. It's a good question. See, for example, the Saptami Vibhakti, Sakara is coming. So, Sakara is not the third Akshara or the fourth Akshara of that Varga. But Bhakara is third and fourth of that Varga.
Yes.
So, when Bhakara comes, Ta is become Da. But when Sakara comes, Ta will not become Da. Ta will stay Ta. So, Shatsu. But Shadubhya. It is not a very straightforward Jalam just Jashi, but you have to apply it here. That is when that Bha comes behind, that Ta has become Da. In that sense.
I'm just thinking about that.
Ba and Bha are both that Sandhi, right? And like Ja and Jha, Ta, Da and Dha, all those will become. Asti. Abhyasa 22. सूचना पंचम से अष्टादशं हाँ अस्तु संध्या जी कृपया पठतु सूचना किं भवति
पंचम से अष्टादशन 4 से 18 तक संख्याओं के रूप केवल बहु में चलते हैं। तीनों लिंगों में वही रूप होंगे। अभ्यास में दिए हुए पंच आदि के मूल शब्द पंचन, सतन, अष्टन, नवन, दशन है। एक में देश तक की संख्याओं के संख्याएं व्यक्ति या वस्तु बोधक कर्मवाचक विशेषण शब्द क्रमशः प्रथम आदि ऊपर दिए गए हैं।
एक निमिषः पंचन से अष्टादशन सर्वे बहुवचन में ही चलेगा। There is no ekvachan, द्विवचन etc. in पंचन to अष्टादशन। Everything only in बहुवचन। तीनों लिंगों में वही रूप होंगे, एक ही रूप है। अभ्यास 4 में दिए हुए पंचादि के मूल शब्द पंचन, षष्ठ, सप्तम, they are all given earlier। 1 से 10 तक संख्याओं की संख्येय that is क्रमशः प्रथमादि ऊपरी दिए गए हैं। तो प्रथमः, द्वितीयः, तृतीयः, चतुर्थः, all this they are saying from 1 to 10, 1 से 10 दशमः। Here important point is this: पंचमः मकार, सप्तमः मकार, अष्टमः मकार, षष्ठ नो मकार। That is the important difference here। जैसे एक का प्रथम, द्वि का द्वितीय आदि। Did they give a second? हाँ वदतु कृपया किम?
There is no rule why it is. It is just like that. Shashtaka.
It is just like that. Yes.
Okay.
There is no. There may be some sutra, but I don't think there is one. It is just the way it is. Shashta does not have makara in that sense. But you see here there is an inconsistency. Point number 1 is there. Where is point number 2? Point number 3 they are given here. Where is the second point? Does anyone find it?
True. No, it's not there. Maybe they forgot. Or
It is some misprint.
They're missing.
Yeah, some kind of misprint, I guess. In the book also it is not there. Okay, no worries. अस्तु तृतीय आभाजी भवती कृपया पठतु।
तृतीय प्रथम आदि के रूप पुल्लिंग में रामवत, स्त्रीलिंग में रमा या नदीवत। तो रामवत नदीवत मतलब ई दीर्घ ई से एंड हो रहा है, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज स्त्रीलिंग।
सत्यम। हाँ।
नपुंसक में गृहवत
हाँ।
चलेंगे।
हाँ
द्वितीय आदि से स्त्रीलिंग प्रत्यय आ या ई लगने पर इनका तिथि अर्थ भी हो जाता है।
तो तिथि अर्थ द्वितीया, तृतीया, आज तृतीया तिथि है। वैसे चतुर्थी, पंचमी इति अर्थ आ या ई। प्रथमः प्रथमादि के रूप पुल्लिंग में रामवत, तो प्रथमादि के रूप प्रथमः मनुष्यः, से रामवत, प्रथमः राम। इफ देयर आर 5 रामस, you want to talk about the third Rama, Tritiyah Ramah. Parantu, if there are 5 Ramas, then you say Tritiya Rama. Or if there are 5 Nadis, there is a Tritiya Nadi, Athva Chaturthi Nadi. Itivat. And Grihavat, Griham. So, Prathamam Pustakam, Prathamam Griham. Itivat. So, that is what they mean by this. Ha, astu. Chatvaraha Ketuji Kripya Bhatatu.
क्रि आदि के दोनों पदों में रूप स्मरण करो।
कृ धातु के, है ना?
धातु संख्या
कृ आदि या कृ धातु?
कृ धातु सर।
कृ धातु के दोनों पदों की रूप स्मरण करो। देखो शब्द संख्या 150 नहीं, ठीक है, एकोनषष्टि की नंबर पृष्ठक्रमाङ्कः हाँ 181 181। एक निमिषः। हाँ कृ धातु, यस दिस इज अदादिगण। तनादि
top of that book is Tanadi now.
Why they are given here? That's a good question.
But I don't know, they didn't put it there.
Adadi is also there. Earlier they have given Adadi.
Just before that,
Some dhatus are found in 2 ganas. Maybe Kri dhatu is one of those dhatus. Because there are certain dhatus, they will be in different ganas. You can check quickly on Ashtadhyaya. Hello.
Sorry, what was the question Ketuji asked?
Kri dhatu, this Kri dhatu they have given, in the book where they have given page 181. Page 180, Tanadi Gana starts. But we are doing Adadi Gana today.
Yeah.
So why isn't Kri dhatu given with the other Adadi Gana dhatus? Instead it is given after the Tanadi Gana. Why?
Yeah.
That is a question. Because Kri dhatu is Tanadi Gana. Kri Dukrin Karane is Tanadi Gana. Why they have given along with the Adadi Gana Abhyasa is not clear. I don't know if there is some kind of formula, but in Prarambhika they had given Kri and As together, and As is Adadi Gana, and they had given Kri and As in the same Abhyasa in Prarambhika. The book is there. So they had given in Abhyasa 7 or 8 or something together. Here of course they are giving only Kri, but it is a good question. They should have given it with Tanadi. Yeah, of course, yes.
Akash,
Yes, Ji.
is there a logic to this again? Tanadi Gana matlab Karoti, Sa got added to it. Is that why this is Tanadi Gana?
This is a good question. In Tanadi Gana, there is no addition. That is Tanadi Gana. Vikarana Pratyaya, what we call in Tanadi Gana, does not exist. In Bhadi Gana, that Vikarana Pratyaya was that Vikarana Pratyaya they had given, right? To in this 20th Abhyasa, when they had spoken about Ganas, Dhatu Ganani. They had said there is a 21st Abhyasa, they had given Kartari Shap. I will show in this thing only. They had given Kartari Shap Sutra. Shap is the Vikarana Pratyaya there. Correct. So, but that is for Bhadigana. So that shop, Vadigana's Vikarana Pratyaya is a. So it will become Bhu Dhatu will become Bhavati in that sense. Tanadigana does not have a Vikarana Pratyaya. There is an absence, which is in the other book. But that is the differentiation. This is a good question, Abhaji. Dhanyavada.
Yeah, so at that point, I think this Kri only could be part of Tanadi, but the rest of the dhatus that are mentioned, like after the prefix or the
Yes.
upsarga,
Yes.
that becomes Adadi, maybe.
Yes.
I'm just guessing.
This is possible because As Dhatu, As will become Asti.
Yeah.
There is no Vikarana
There
there.
is no Vikarana.
As becomes Asti, that's all. You immediately add Ting
Yeah,
Pratyaya.
exactly. So here when we add on Adi,
Ha.
Alam,
Right.
after Kri, then
That also will be Anukaroti, right? Anukriti, Anukritaha, Anukriti. Anukaroti, Anukritaha, Anukarotaha. We will come to it.
no.
But this is a good question, Abhaji. In Adadi Gana, there is no Vikarana Pratyaya. Adadi Gana, why? Adadi means what? As Dhatu Adi. Iti Adadi. As Dhatu, if there is no Vikarana Pratyaya, then As Dhatu will become Asti. Simple. Tanadi Gana, Kru Dhatu is there. Kru becomes not Karti. Kru will become Karoti. This is the difference between the different Ganas. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
And Bhadigana was A. A was the Vikarana Pratyaya. So Has Dhatu will be Hasati, not Hasti. Or Creed Dhatu will be Creedati, not Creedti. If it were Hasti, then it would be Adadigana, like Asti. But it is Hasati. So it is Bhadigana. This is the difference. Yes, please.
करना परस्मैपद लट लकार
एक निमिषः हाँ क्रिय करना परस्मैपद लट लकार
करोति
हाँ
कुरुतः कुर्वन्ति करोषि कुरुतः कुरुतः करोमि कुर्वः कुर्मः लोट लकार
हाँ
परस्मैपद करोतु कुरुतां कुर्वन्तु कुरु कुरुतं कुरुत
हाँ
करवाणि करवाव करवाम
धन्यवाद एक निमिषः Karoti kuruta kurvanti. So this is the difference between the ganas. You see, it will not be karti. If it were karti, it would be adadi gana. If it were karati, it would be bhadi gana. But it is neither. It is karoti. So it is a different gana. Lat and lot. Everybody was able to hear. Ketulji speak. Read. Okay. Maybe the voice isn't carrying. Ketulji read lat lakara and lot lakara. So lung in Parasmaipada. So Parasmaipada, lung and Vidhiling. Avantika ji kripaya patatu. Lung or Vidhiling Parasmaipada.
Ankarji, before Avantika ji goes,
Hanji.
so since this came up today, is it possible to do something with the sitting arrangement in the room? Because often what in-person members speak, we cannot hear.
It is hard. If they were to come closer, they will be in the laptop almost. So it is hard.
Maybe when they are reading to everybody, for everybody,
Sure.
they can be a little louder.
Yes, sure. From next time, maybe we can. I'll push the laptop also back, or we can do something. But it's okay. So lat lakara was karoti kuruta kurvanti, karoshi kurutaha kurutha, karomi kuruvaha kurmaha. Lot lakara karotu kurutam kurvantu, kuru kuruta kurutam kuruta, karvani karvava karva. Avantika ji कृपया बताओ लंग और विधिलिंग.
लंग अकरोत् अकुरुताम् अकुर्वन् अकरोः अकुरुतम् अकुरुत्
अकुरुत
अकुरुत अकरवम् अकुर्व अकुर्म
सत्यम. विधिलिंग
कुर्यात् कुर्यात् ताम् कुर्युः कुर्याः कुर्यतम् कुर्यात् कुर्यां कुर्याव कुर्याम.
मध्यम पुरुषे कुर्याः कुर्यातं कुर्यात कुर्यातं कुर्यात इति. अपि च लिट् लकारे भवति, हा भवती एव वदतु अवन्तिकाजी, लिट् लकारे किं भवति कृ धातु?
Given here, lit lakare.
They are given here one line, only prathama purusha they are given.
Akarishyati, sorry, karishyati, karishyatah, karishyanti, karishyate,
karishyasi,
karishyat,
करिष्यति करिष्यत करिष्यन्ति लिट् लकार प्रथम पुरुष परस्मैपद. लिट् लकार परस्मैपद आत्मनेपद is करिष्यते करिष्यते करिष्यन्ति. But what will be madhyama purusha of parasmaipada?
karishyati.
हाँ
One minute.
भविष्यसि इति अस्ति.
Speak properly.
हाँ लिट् लकारः
It's a
हाँ
lit लगाना करिष्यति, करिष्यतः, करिष्यन्ति, करिष्यति, करिष्यतः, करिष्यतः, करिष्यामि, करिष्याव, करिष्यामः.
बहु सम्यक् समीचीनम् अस्ति. All dhatu ganas lit lakara will be the same. That is why they are given. See, there is no bhavishyati bhavishyata bhavisyanti iti karishyati karishyata karisyanti bhavishyasi bhavishyatah bhavishyatha karishyasi karishyatah karishyatha bhavishyami bhavishyava bhavishyama karishyami karishyava karishyama. There is no difference in both. Astu. संध्याजी कृपया पठतु आत्मनेपद लट् अपि च लोट्.
कुरे, कुरुते,
हाँ
कुर्वाते,
हाँ.
कुर्वते,
हाँ
कुरुषे, कुर्वाथे, कुरुद्वे, कुर्वे, कुर्वेहे, कुर्मेहे.
कुर्महे कुर्वहे कुर्मः.
लोट्.
हाँ लोट्.
लोट्.
हाँ
कुरुताम, कुर्वाताम, कुर्वताम, कुरुष्व,
हाँ
कुर्वताम, कुरुध्वाम,
कुरुध्वम्.
तरवे,
हाँ.
तरवावहे, तरवामहे.
हाँ कुरुष्व कुरुष्व कुर्वाथां कुरुध्वं मध्यमपुरुष. उत्तमपुरुष करवै करवावहै कर्मामहै. करवामहै शब्द comes in one of the stotras, right? Karavai or Karavamahai, one of in some Shiva stotra it comes, right? Karavavahi Karavamahai, somewhere it comes like this. Sounds familiar. Astu.
That I don't know, but Kurute was very obvious.
Kurute, yes. Yes.
Kurute, Ganga, Sagara, Ganga.
हाँ कुरुते yes, but this karavai karavavahai, I should do, we should do, in this sense maybe there is some sutra.
Actually, it comes in Sahana Vavatu also.
Correct. Saha, correct. Sahanavatu Sahanabhuna. Thank you. I was thinking it sounds very familiar. Sahaviryam karavavahai.
Karavavare.
Yes. Protect both of us. Both of us should get strength from this. I'm so correct. अस्तु सुंदरजी भवानेव कृपया वदतु लङ् अपि च विधिलिङ् आत्मनेपदीय.
अकुरुता, अकुर्वाताम्, अकुर्वता, अकुरुताः, अकुर्वाताम्, अकुरुध्वम्, अकुर्विहि, अकुर्वहि, अकुर्वहि. विधिलिङ् विधिलिङ् कुर्वीत, कुर्वीयाताम्, कुर्वीरन्, कुर्वीताः, कुर्वीयाताम्, कुर्वीत्वम्, कुर्वीय, कुर्वीवहि, कुर्वीवहि.
सत्यं कुर्वीय कुर्वीवहि कुर्वीमहि. बहु सम्यक्. अपि च लिट् लकारे किं भवति भवानेव कृपया वदतु.
करिष्यते, करिष्येते, करिष्यन्ते.
हाँ आफ्टर दे मार्क द
परस्पर पद है.
आत्मनेपद आत्मनेपद.
Okay, so therefore, Atmanipada lit lakare. So therefore, this one, karishyase, karishyete, karishyatve. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Then karishye, karishyavahe, karishyavahe.
Satyam. Samyak asti. Karishyate, karishyate, karishyante they are given. Karishyase, karishyathe, karishyadhe, karishye, karishyavahe, karishyavahe. So the 5 dhatus we have seen, they have also given, you see, just to know what other lakaras are there. Because until now, we have been seeing these 5 lakaras in depth. Lat, lot, lung, vidhiling and rit. Lat present tense. Lot, we agnya athva request, direct request kind of thing. Lung, past. Vidhiling, vidhi but a little informal. Rit, future, bhavishyakal. हाँ, किम अस्ति प्रश्न? प्रश्न अस्ति वा? नास्ति. So these 5 lakaras we have seen already. Just to know the names, what others are there. So lat, lot, lung, vidhiling, rit. Vayam apashyama. Parantu panchama cha, panchama lakaraha cha santi. Lut, ashirling, ring, lung, lit, lung. Lut, ashirling, ring, lit, lung. All these are different. Like how we said lung is anadhyatana bhutakal. We don't need to see all the meanings in depth right now, but just to know there is one samanya bhutakal, there is one kind of vishesh bhutakal, there will be specific. Samanya bhutakal is generally bhutakal, past tense. There is one ashirling, there is one lit lakara. There is also one that is not given here in Vedic. In Vedas, that prayoga is done. That is called late. That also is there, but they have not obviously given here. So generally, some places you may read there are 11 lakaras. That is the difference. There is a Vedic lakara also, which is not mentioned here, but these are the 10 lakaras. We will see all 10 by the end of this book. Many times in Bhashya Tika, the first 5 will come, and then lit lakara sometimes will come. We will see that lit lakara when it comes. Astu. Back to Abhyasa 22. Niyama Shannavati. नियम षण्णवति. अस्तु. सुमंजय जी कृपया पठतु. नियम षण्णवति किं भवति?
लंग लकार में अशुद्ध धातु से पहले ही लगता है. So it's there is a comma here. I mean there is quotation words. So अशुद्ध धातु से पहले ही लगता है. So before the शुद्ध धातु
yes.
उपसर्ग से पहले कभी नहीं. अतः उपसर्ग युक्त धातुओं में लंग में धातु से पहले there is a printing mistake. It is धातु. तो धातु से पहले अ लगाकर उपसर्ग मिलावे. संधि कार्य प्राप्त हो तो उसे भी करे. So looks like that's not an option. Santi is compulsory to do here.
Yes.
So it becomes aharata, samvrit, samaharata, vyaharata, praharata, upanayata, anuvakarot.
Satyam. Samyak asti. We'll take this example. What they are saying is before lang lakara a comes, जैसे akarot, or for example दृष्टान्त अस्ति whatever abhavat, akhadat, akhadam, whatever, anything that we say in lang lakara, he has a in front of the shuddha dhatu. But now if you add upasarga, it will not come in front of the upasarga. So if you say sam dhatu, sam upasarga purvak hru dhatu, it will not be asamhrit. It will be sam aharat, not asamhrit. This is what they are trying to say. Or vi upasarga purvak aharat, not avyaharat or avyahrit or something like that. First upasarga, then dhatu in lang lakara. This is what they want to say. Prashna asti va?
It's not very clear to me. I mean, can you please repeat the samharata practice?
Sure. So you see, hri dhatu has become aharat, right? In lang lakara. Hri dhatu, prathama purusha ekavachana lang lakare asti aharat. If you say, I want to add some upasarga purvak, some here is the upasarga. We had seen upasargas in the earlier abhyasa, right? That 22 upasargas. Pra, para, up. Isme some. This is the fourth upasarga. So if I add some upasarga purvak hri dhatu, lang lakare, they are saying it will not be a some hrit, because lang lakara has to come before the word, right? So some plus upasarga, some plus hri dhatu will be some hri dhatu. Of course, it will be some upasarga purvak hri dhatu, but the dhatu will be some hri. So they are saying the prathama purusha ekavachana will not be a samhrit. It will be some aharat. Athava vi aharat. Not a vi hri. That is how we would think, right? That if upasarga comes, then upasarga will be part of the dhatu. You cannot split upasarga and dhatu. But if it is lang lakara, they are split by the so it will be sam aharat, samaharat, instead of asamrit. Like like for example, hri dhatu will become harati, harataha, haranti in lat lakara. So there is no so you will just say samaharati, samaharataha, samaharanti. There is no problem. But in lang lakara this comes. So the question is, should I add this before the upasarga or before the dhatu? So they say first upasarga, then dhatu. This is the rule. This all matters when we see such words in Bhashya Tika. And you say, what is this samaharat? That is it. It is some plus upasarga pura, parantu lang lakara, samaharat. Because otherwise it will be samaharati in lat lakara. Samaharat in lang lakara. That doesn't make sense. That sounds ajib sa. But that is the meaning. Samaharat. I hope it is clear now. Niyama saptanavatihi. आभाजी कृपया पठतु किमस्ति.
जी 97 ना.
हाँ.
नियम आदादिगण.
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 हाँ.
आदादिगण की धातुओं में लट, लोट, लड और विधिलिंग में कोई विकरण धातु या प्रत्यय के बीच में नहीं लगता. I'll read this again. अदादिगण की धातुओं में लट, लोट, लड और विधिलिंग.
लंग लट, लोट, लंग और विधिलिंग.
लट, लोट, लड, लंग और विधिलिंग में कोई विकरण धातु और प्रत्यय के बीच में नहीं लगता है. Is this a right sentence?
कोई विकरण धातु और प्रत्यय के बीच में नहीं लगता.
ओके, कोई विकरण धातु और प्रत्यय के बीच में नहीं लगता है.
हाँ.
केवल ति, तह, अंति आदि लगते हैं.
हाँ.
धातु में लट आदि में एक वचन में गुण होता है.
हाँ.
अन्यत्र नहीं.
हाँ. तो लट लकार, we'll just take an example. आदादिगण धातु example is अस धातु. जैसे सहा अस्ति, अहम अस्मि. In how in Mahavakya also it comes asi, asmi, all these shabdas, these are all as dhatu. As dhatu will not become asati, like how bhu dhatu becomes bhavati, or kri dhatu becomes kridati, or has dhatu will become hasati. As will not become asati, it will just be asti. So between dhatu and pratyaya, has dhatu, ting pratyaya, there is no vikarana. There is nothing to separate. Parantu in has dhatu, laughing, hasati dhatu, has dhatu, ting vikarana pratyaya, but it will not be hasti, it will be hasati, that is in the middle. This is called vikaran. Here they have said कोई विकरण धातु और प्रति के बीच में नहीं लगता है. कहाँ? आदादि गण में. In bhadi gana there is a vikarana in other ganas there will be other vikaranas, but in adadi gana there is no vikarana. You just jod, there is nothing to do. This is what they want to say. Keval ti taha anti, so asti staha santi, there is nothing more that we say. We don't say asanti or atanti or something. We just put together, that's all. Asti staha santi. Astu. Is this okay? Or any question based on this?
So what you are trying to say, Kashi, is say for example it's Vihilinga, and we are saying Adadi Gana. Adadi Gana Dhatu would be say At would be Dhatu. So Atti would be eating.
Yes.
So there is no coming, right? That would be the prayoga.
Yes, correct.
Like, so adu svada vattu atti and no extra coming there.
Yes. Since we are starting, let us take the example of as dhatu. Jaise asti, staha, santi. Atti also because adadi, but as dhatu is also a good idea. I think as dhatu will come here. They have given tanadi gana in this book also. I'm just trying to find the page number. Churadi gana. Is Tanadi is very.
And one more question. So when we use the Tingam Pratyaya for these dhatus, is it like for all ganas the rules of how the Tinganta Pratyaya will do the modification, those change? I mean, what's the mode of operation there?
Tinganta Pratyaya is always ti. What differs is the Vikarana. What comes before the Tinganta Pratyaya? Ting pratyaya. The vikarana for each gana is different. Ti pratyaya will not change. It will always be ti. Hasati, asti, karoti, all are three different ganas, but in the end it is all ti. But the difference means the difference is what comes before the ting pratyaya. That will be what is different. Like tanadi gana is up here.
This is right. This is specific to a location between dhatu and pratyaya. So to make the dhatu usable, that is what the pratyaya does, right?
Yes.
You cannot take dhatu on itself. You add a pratyaya, so it becomes a proper word to be used.
Correct.
This rule is for that.
Yes.
But sometimes we add a in the word to change its meaning or to make opposite. That remains the same. That is not affected by this.
When will you add the
Like to make it into past tense.
Lang lakara. In lang lakara that will anyway come. That is before the dhatu. So first you have the. Here we are talking about between the dhatu and the pratyaya, not before the dhatu. Before the dhatu, whatever comes, we don't mind. We don't mind whether it is upasarga or whether it is akara in terms of lang lakara. It doesn't matter. It will come. Now this vikarana pratyaya question comes when after the dhatu, before the pratyaya. So like you said correctly, whatever pratyaya is added to the dhatu to give a different meaning. So for example, ting pratyaya is added to has dhatu to make it hasati, saha hasati. That person is laughing. Now between the dhatu and pratyaya, there is something called vikarana. That is what we are discussing. So for each dhatu gana, there will be a different vikarana. I should have prepared. I forgot. I said I will prepare a table. I will find a table and show. I've forgotten to do that, but I will do it now today. So tomorrow morning we can see each dhatu gana has one vikarana pratyaya. And so tomorrow we'll see to the examples. Just for now, what is on screen you see tan, page number 180, tanadi gana. This kri dhatu is part of this gana. So saha, here they have given tanoti. So if you have to say with kri dhatu, it will say saha karoti. That is all. Karoti kurutaha kurvanti. Karoshi kurutaha kurutha. Karomi kurvaha kurma. This is what we all read now, right? Kri dhatu. So this is all tanadi gana. But in terms of has dhatu, it will not be hasoti. It will only be hasati. So this is the difference. Each dhatu gana has this difference between the dhatu and the pratyaya. Rud.
Yes, it's clear.
It would be
Yes,
it would be karati in Bhavadigana. In karoti.
Yes, but Bhadigana is not correct. So while we are saying, for the sake of understanding, we are saying in Bhadigana it will be karati, in Johotyadigana it will be something else, in Adadigana it will be
Those are not
karti.
correct words.
Exactly. Because that dhatu will be in this gana only. The same dhatu with the same meaning cannot be in different ganas. The same dhatu with different meanings can be in different ganas, but not with the same meaning.
Yeah, I had that confusion when we said asti and asati.
Correct. So it is not asati.
So it cannot be, right?
It cannot
Or
be.
at least the meaning will change.
There is, for asdhatu there is no asati. For asdhatu there is only one, that is asti. So, but there will be some rare dhatu where there are two different meanings for the same dhatu. Like this kri dhatu itself has two. Kri dukrin karne will be in tanadigana. Kri, and the other kri will be in juhotyadigana, in the different gana. So that way they may decline differently.
But largely every dhatu belongs to one gana.
Yes. Every dhatu belongs to one gana. If at all the dhatu has two different meanings, then maybe they can be in different ganas. Generally they will be in different ganas if they have two different meanings. But you can say dhatu, gana, one of each. To understand in the beginning especially, this is more than enough. All this topic, is actually part of Ashtadhyayi and maybe at a stretch Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. They are not part of Rachananvada Kaumudi. We are just talking about them to make sure, okay, when I see Adadi Gana and when I see Tanadi Gana and Kriyadi Gana, what does this all mean? So for that reason, you are saying, okay, there is one Vikarana which separates Dhatu and Pratyaya. What is the question?
Question is with regards to one more thing, which is again coming from the previous pathas.
Yes.
That Karishyami we are saying. And say in the Gita, there is Karishye Vachanam Tava. Right? Now, Aham Karishye Vachanam Tava. So we can say that, so I still don't understand this fine difference between Atmane and Parasmaipadi, because it is Tava Vachanam Aham Karishye.
Yes.
So I am doing it for you. For your Vachan I am doing. So it's not totally Atmartha, right?
Yes.
Because, so how I still it beats me completely for Udayapadi Dhatu, how it works.
You have to say, for example, you have to see the context. When these such dhatus can be used in both Parasmay and Atmane, you have to use certain sense of Parasmay Pada, Atmane Pada is all about the meaning. What do I wish to say in this sentence? Arjuna wishes to say, Karishya Vachanam Tava, I will listen to you. I will do what you say, Bhagavan. Because Bhagavan has already said some 650 shlokas and then Arjuna says, Karishya Vachanam Tava. So I am doing this for my benefit because I understand that the Gita is for my benefit. You have to take it this way. Because the Bhagavad Gita clearly says Karishye, it does not say Karomi, it does not say Karomi Vachanam Tava, it is saying Karishya Vachanam Tava. Or the equivalent. What is the equivalent of that? It is using that Parasmay Pada, that Atmane Pada, not Parasmay Pada in this sense. So you take it. This is why the Shruti Smriti we can call Pramana, because even these words we can learn from them. In terms of, but your confusion is valid. The answer to that is Parasmay Pada, Atmane Pada is based on the meaning. So you have to see the context and say it in terms of Ubhayapada Dhatus. Do you remember which page number this was in? Kri Dhatu?
Page number, I don't.
181. 181. No, sorry, it's 140. 181 you said. Here we have seen, we got 181 is correct. Here the question was this Karishyete, right? Karishyete, 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 Karishyante. Karishyase, Karishyete, Karishyadve, Karishye, Karishyave, Karishyami. Why should it not be karishyami? This is the question. Karishye vachanantava, we have said in Atmanepada. Why should it not be karishyami vachanantava? Valid question. In that shloka, karishye vachanantava is used because Arjuna is saying, I will do for my benefit. Like you have said in the Gita, whatever I do is for me. So you are saying Atmanepada. But you can, when we want to say, aham karyam karishyami, Ramarthe or Ramaya karyam karishyami, you can say, or Ramartham karyam karishyami. I am doing for Rama. Then you will not use Atmanepada. You have to use Parasmanepada.
But in most of Bhagavad Gita also, one statements are all in terms of for your benefit.
Yes.
So therefore, mostly it should be Atmanepada.
Yes. No, for your benefit, if you are talking about somebody else,
Yeah.
if Bhagavan is saying, Bhagavan will say Kuru, right? Bhagavan says,
that is true. That is instruction you do.
He will not say Kurushva necessarily. There are places where he says Kurushva. Tat Kurushva Madarpanam. Yat Karoshi Adashnasi. Yat Juhosi Dadasi Yat. Yat Tapasisi Kaunte. Tat Kurushva Madarpanam. So there he is using Atmanepada. But generally he will use Kuru Karmaiva Tasmatvam. Purvai Purvataram Kritam.
Yes.
Bhagavan says, Kuru Karmaiva. You do like other people did, like Purva people did. You do that.
Yes. Then Tato Yuddhaya Yuddhasva.
Yuddhasva, exactly. Yuddhasva is used. Correct. So generally it will be used in that sense. But when we see Parasmanepada, Atmanepada difference, you have to see the meaning. The meaning is really the crux of the difference in the padas. It will be a little confusing in the beginning. Which meaning should I use? Both meanings are valid in Ubhaya Paradhatus. That is a valid confusion. With Abhyasa it gets better. But the main meaning of Parasmanepada and Atmanepada is this. Parasmanepada is generally for, like how you say, active voice. Parasmanepada is similar to active voice. Atmanepada is not similar to active voice. It is when you are doing for the sake of oneself. So he is doing seva for his own sake. Saha sevati, not sevati. Sevati. So in this sense it will be. I will think about it and see if there is a better explanation. But I remember when we were studying and this question of Parasmanepada, Atmanepada came, the important point is the meaning. You have to check the context of the sentence and use the pada relevantly. Okay. Any other question before we go to Sandhi? नियम अष्टनवतिः ससजुषो रुहु. We will check. I just read this one line. पद के अंतिम इस और सजुष के इश. This is the wrong way to say. पद के अंतिम इस और सजुष के इश को रू इर या आहा विसर्ग होता है. This is all they have given here. So we can check Ashtadhyayi app for a better explanation if Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi or Kashika is giving a better explanation. What is the question? No question. So Sasajusho Ruhu. Sometime, before Swamiji's sessions, when people chant Sutra and Vritti, if you were to chant Sasajusho Ruhu, you chant Sasajusho Ruhu, and then if Swami says chant Vritti, we take it from Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, Padantasya Sasya Sajushascha Ruhu Syat. What does this mean? Sometimes this Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi explanation will also be difficult. We are studying Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi so that Panini Sutra will become easy. Sometimes Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi itself is difficult and I don't understand anything. What we do, Ashtadhyayi app has this interesting thing in the beginning. Padanta Sakarasya Sajush Shabdasya Cha Rutvam Bhavati. Let's say Sasajusho Ruhu for both Sa and Sajush. Sa, Sajush. O for Dvivachana. Sasajusho. What happens? Ruhu happens. They have given examples. When we see the examples, these are easier. Ramaha, Rama plus Supratyaya, again Rama plus Ru, and then Ramaha. Some of these sutras, they are not valid for Rachananvada Kaumudi level. But what we know, what we understand from these is different sutras have different activities. Rama plus the Supratyaya has becomes Rama plus Ru, Adesha. Ru, Sasajusho, Ruhu. That thing gives Ru Adesha and then it becomes Visarga, Ramaha. Pious will become Payaha. These are examples are not really helping us. Pat, Langlakara will become Apataha.
But what does the word Sajusha mean?
This is a valid question. So here we will see Padante Vidyamanasya Sakarasya Tathacha Sajush Shabda Iti Ukte. It is given from this sutra. Iti anena Tadantasya Shakara Prakrita Sutrena Ru Iti Adesha Bhavati. So then you have to go to this sutra. If you want to know exactly what Sasajusho Ruhu means, we have to see Alontasya 1152. This is the thing in Ashtadhyayi. If you want to know the meaning of one sutra, you have to know what is the Adhikara Sutra, what is the Anuvritti Sutra, what is the combination sutra, and then you have to see all that, and then you come to Sasajusho Ruhu. For now, what we can understand with Sasajusho Ruhu is this. You see on the page 45, Saha Agacha. Acha, this is all this Ato Roro Prato. You can see this.
In Prathamanuvada Kaumudi, the first one book, there are a couple of more lines written there which make it quite easy.
For Sasajusho Ruhu?
Yeah.
You can see
So
that.
page 122 of the first book. I mean, they're just keeping it very simple.
This language design.
Huh?
I'm amazed at this language design. It is so mathematical.
Yes. It really is.
You want to solve a problem with circle theorem. You have to know about parallel lines. To know about parallel lines, you have to know some other angle laws. It's like that. So layered. It's so nice.
It is correct.
We just needed to start this in primary school, I feel.
Yes.
122. Go to 122.
Acha, 122. But you are correct, Abhaji. It is that way. It is a. They say that Panini Maharshi was a genius, mathematician genius because of this. He had his own way of thinking, and it all came together in all the chaos. Also, they have given.
I can see so much math in this. So
yes, correct. Even in the equations, even in the Ashtadhyayi app, they will give plus. For yoga, when two things are together, they say plus. So the mathematical symbols are used. शब्द के अंतिम इसको ईर हो जाता है, रू हो जाए ईर हो जाता है. प्रथमा के एकवचन में इसी ईर का विसर्ग होता है. संधि में ये ईर और र के अतिरिक्त अन्य स्वरों के बाद रहता है.
प्रारंभिका.
हाँ, प्रारंभिका.
पेज नंबर
122. प्रारंभिका. Page 122. And you see the examples they have given. Harihi Avadat will become Harir Avadat. This is an ideal example for Sasajusho Ruhu. When there is a Visarga ending word in the beginning, and the second word is like starting with a Swara, whether it is a or a, what happens? That R comes in the middle. Harihi Avadat will become Hari Ravadat. There is a R. Sasajusho Ruhu. That Ruhu is this. Ra, Rakara. Guruhu Asti. Gurur Asti. Guruhu Asti will not be Guru Asti or whatever. Gurur Asti. Hare Ava. Hare Reva. That Rakara will join with Eva. Reva. Hare, that Visarga will disappears. Visarga Lopaha Bhavati. Rakara Adesha Bhavati. Hare Reva. Hare Reva. But if there is Vyanjana, if there is consonant, it will not be Guru Radhanam. It will just be Guror Dhanam. What is important to know is the addition is Ir, not Ra. Ir is the addition. So if Avadat will come, Ir plus Avadat, Ravadat. hari ravadat. Ir plus asti rasti, guru rasti. Hare plus eva reva, hare reva plus ra dhanam has to be ir dhanam, so guror dhanam. This is what Sastra shows.
So ir plus makes it
Ra, correct.
That's it.
And okay, one question then. Harihi iti. What will it be? Sundarji Bhavan Vadatu Kripaya.
Harihi iti.
हाँ.
So there it is. Would it be Harihi iti? So there will be.
Kopi anya?
Harita
Haririti.
Harihi iti.
Hariri.
or Harita.
Hari avad asti became Hari rasti. So Harihi iti will become
Harireti.
Satyam. Hari riti. Hari riti. Ketuji correct.
But the sutra,
Harihi.
so this is also called a sandhi. Can we say that Jinam Parena Sanyojyam is something that is working here?
Yes, you can say that. But this sandhi is Rutva sandhi.
Rutva sandhi.
Chinam Parena Sanyogam, they are given in this also in the beginning. First abhyasa, I think that had come. You can say it is working.
One is a ach and one is a hal.
Exactly.
So ach is merging into hal and hal
Yes.
has become full.
Yes. This is a
Kind of.
good, but it is not an accurate description. Rutva is more accurate because when you say ach and hal, they can say some other ach and some other hal, then we will take. But here they are taking ra and that is visarga and swara. So this will become Rutva sandhi. So Harihi iti is Hari riti.
Harihi.
Sundarji Bhavaneva Kripayavatu Harihi Ukta. Harihi Ukta.
Harirukta.
Satyam. Hari Rukta. Ketuji already said Hari riti. Abhaji also said Hari riti, but we will see another. Harihi or Harehe Etam. What will it become? Harehe Ekam, if you want to say.
Haririkam.
Hare Rekam, exactly. Ra will be added. Rikara will be, Irikara will be added. Konyasti. Avantika ji कृपया वदतु गुरुः एव किं भवति गुरुरेव. This is easy because we have gurureva shabda and all in different places. Bhavati एव वदतु गुरुः उक्तवान्. गुरुरुक्तवान्. सत्यं. सुमंजय जी कृपया वदतु हरेः योजनम.
हरेर भोजनम.
हरेर भोजनम or हरेर योजनम. सत्यम. हरेः भोजनम, हरेर भोजनम. So there that ir has been added. Sasajuswaruhu wants to say this much. Okay. We are already at 5:35. So ator ora plutad aplute we may not be able to see today. It is a big one.
This apor, you find it very linked to Sushojashu.
Yes, it
so
is very
linked.
linked.
Do it in the same page with those 3 examples.
Okay.
You know that it's a nicer way to.
Fine. We take 1 minute more if everybody is okay with that. And just finish it off.
Yeah, but Prarambhik itself, and then it was right below that.
We see in Rachananuada first and then we will go to Prarambhika. Okay.
Yeah.
So in Rachananuada, I just quickly read. Ataur ora plutad aplute. Everybody has to be able to say this sandhi first. This is one of the tongue twister sandhis. Ataur ora plutad aplute. ह्रस्व अ के बाद रू को ऊ हो जाता है. So if a is there, रू will become ऊ. बाद में ह्रस्व अ हो तो इस ऊ को पहले अ के साथ गुण करके ओ हो जाता है. गुण मतलब आद गुणः. So ऊ will become ओ in that sense. अ ऊ ओ गुण करके ओ हो जाता है और बाद के अ को पूर्व रूप संधि अर्थात अस प्लस अ ओ प्लस अवग्रह अवग्रह अस्ति जैसे रामः अस्ति विसर्ग अपि च अ किं भवति रामो अस्ति और रामोस्ति when we say Swamiji one day was saying that in these long courses there is one person who even comes to teach how to pronounce like this avagraha pronunciation. Some people will first say Ramo asti or some people say Ramosti. It is somewhere in the middle. It is more closer to the second in the sense it is silent but it has to be very subtle. Ramosti will become Ramosti. So you know there is one avagraha there. It has to be very subtle addition, but you should not be able to show people, oh, that is there in the middle. This is how you pronounce Ramosti. Kaha atra kotra sahayam soyam. स्मरण रखें कि रामः कहाँ आदि के इसको ही विसर्ग हो है, इसको इसका ही विसर्ग. जहाँ अन्य नियम नहीं लगेंगे वहाँ नियम. This we'll have to see. This is the niyam. Sasya Jushoruhu. This is Ashtanavatihi niyam. Ashtanavatihi irraha ho jayega. Harihi avadat. Hariravadat. They have given example here. Okay. In Prarambhika, Sundarji was saying, Ator or Aplutad Aplute. Page 122 again in Prarambhika. That is Uttva Sandhi. Sasya Jushoruhu was Rutva Sandhi. This is Uttva Sandhi. What is he saying? A ko ho jata hai. Baad mein a hota. Kaha api will first become ko. This visarga will become o. And then you add avagraha. So there is two karya in Ator or Aplute. First visarga to o and then avagraha addition. Kaha api, ko api. Ko api. Rama avadat, Ramo avadat. Ramo avadat. Rama asti, Ramo asti. Kahayam, koyam. Itivat. We do one example. There may be the book itself has given example. Yes. Saha agachat. So, Ketal ji कृपया वदतु. Saha agachat.
Saha agachat. Sugachat.
सत्यम. अभी च को अत्र अस्ति.
कः अत्र अस्ति.
कः अत्र अस्ति. अत्र अस्ति.
अत्र अस्ति.
अत्र अस्ति. That is अकः सवर्णे दीर्घः. अत्र अस्ति. अत्र अस्ति. सत्यम. बहु समीचीनम्. अभाजी कृपया वदतु. एषः अत्र.
Ramo hasat.
Ramo hasat, correct. Ramo, sorry, what did you say? Ramo hasat?
Ramo hasat.
Ramo hasat, but how to split?
How to split? Ramaha plus hasati. No, hasat.
Ahasat. Ahasat. Lang lakar.
Yes.
Ramaha.
Ram plus ahasat.
Ahasat. Satyam. भवती एव वदतु अभाजी. देवो यम किं भवति?
देवो यम देवः प्लस अयम.
अयम exactly. So when avagraha comes you have to add the and भवती एव वदतु अभाजी. एषः अत्र.
एषः अत्र will become एषेत्र.
एषोत्र.
ओ
विसर्ग becomes o. कहाँ अयम किं भवति?
कः अयम को.
Satyam. Satyam. Koyam. Astu. What is the question? Is there a question?
My understanding for this thing that Ramah agachat, suppose. So first it becomes Ramu agachat. I mean that becomes O or then becomes O.
Yes.
Ramu agachat.
Yes.
Then that O interacts with A and that that chinha is coming.
Yes, that is what they said. That is why it is a Uttva Sandhi. Because A plus O will become O through Adguna. Through Adguna. O becomes O. So that is what they are trying to say. This first it is Uttva. So Ukara is there. But that when it is added with the Akara, it will become O. And then Avagraha adds. As Sundarji, you had a question?
Yeah. No. I also understood it exactly.
Okay. Bhavan vadatu Sundarji. Ramah vadat.
Ramo vadat.
Sopi.
Saha api.
Saha api. Satyam. Avantika ji कृपया वदतु. देवः अधुना.
देवो धिना
हाँ कोऽपि
कः अपि
हाँ सत्यं सुमञ्जय जी कृपया वदतु नृपः अकरोत् नृपो करोत् सत्यं कोऽत्र अस्ति कः अत्र अस्ति सत्यं स छात्रः अपठत् छात्रो पठत् सहायं सोऽयं हरिः असौ हरिरसौ through sasajushoruhu. When rakara is here, because of rakara and because of that visarga coming after, hari rasau. Bhanu asti, bhanu rasti. Kavi atra, kavi ratra. If there is akara, then akara will become o and avagraha. But if there is ikara visarga like kavihi or ukara visarga like bhanuhu, what happens? Rakara adds. Sasajuruhu will act if there is any swara apart from a. If there is a, then ator or apluta. We will see more examples tomorrow. Any questions before?
There's one which is like Harihi Uvacha. Haruruvacha.
Harihi Uvacha will be what?
Haruruvacha.
Hariruvacha.
Hariruvacha.
That O will come only when a is the next, when the visarga ends in a, then that O will come. Jaise haraha uvacha Shiva harovacha haraha asti. This is a better example to understand this at least. Haraha asti will become harosti, but harihi asti will be hari rasti because of the ikara visarga.
This needs practice. It's not confusing, but there are few combinations here.
And if there is haraha uvacha, it will be hara ruvacha, and harihi uvacha hari ruvacha. So what we have to know is if both are a, prathama ending and dvitiya beginning, if both are a, then atoro rapluta daplute. If even one is something else, sasajusho. Any question? We will have to do some abhyasa on this. Tomorrow we'll see adhyasa bhashya or something else to see some specific this where this sandhi prayoga is there. Okay. Sorry, today is a bit longer than usual. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shantihi 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayam Sutrabhashyagatav Vande Bhagavantau Punapana Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Shantihi 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 Om